Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm currently in the middle of filming not a first impressions, I'm doing a 1 month, 1 palette review. So by the time this video goes up, that video should have gone live as well. So I will link that in the iCard, wherever the fuck it is on the screen. But basically, I wanted to kind of do my base off camera and do this video for you guys. So for the longest time, I've walked into Mecca. For those who don't know, Mecca in Australia is like another Sephora that holds some exclusive brands like Smashbox, NARS, Bobbi Brown, Too Faced. Like, they're not in Sephora here in Australia, they are in Mecca. So for the longest time, since I was 15 years old, 15, 16, I remember walking into Mecca and seeing this Smashbox stand. And I just remember being like, oh my god, I really want to use Smashbox makeup, but I can't afford it. So anyway, fast forward like 5 years, I'm 21 now, and I was just sent the entire priming range that Smashbox has to offer. And I remember when I was 15 years old, walking into Mecca thinking, what the fuck do these primers do? Why are they different colors? Do they even do anything different? Are they the same primer in different colors, or are they like all different primers? Like, it was so confusing. It still is so confusing to me. So because I was just sent a bunch of primers, I've got 4, 5, 6 primers by Smashbox here. I'm gonna put them to the test. I'm gonna use one primer on this side, one primer on this side, one here, and then one here, and then my nose is pretty much gonna be a fucking combination of all 4 because it's impossible to get it even. But I really want to test to see if there's any difference in the primers. So I'm definitely gonna use this stick primer because I have super large pores. For those who don't know, my skin is kind of like oily combination. I get really oily on my nose. I have large pores, which is like my main problem. So let me just go through these. So we have the Smashbox Photo Finish Even Skin Tone Primer. Here we have the Smashbox Photo Finish Reduce Redness Primer. Once again, for all skin types, to use smooth over clean, moisturized skin. Okay, here we have the Minimize Pores. This is for normal to oily skin, smooth over clean, moisturized skin. And lastly, we have the Photo Finish Radiance Primer. And this is for normal to dry skin, smooth over clean, moisturized skin, or used as a targeted highlighter. I definitely want to minimize my pores and reduce redness. Oh, and the stick one is the Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick. That's it. This came in a box, but I fucking threw it out. So I think I want to use the Minimize Pores, Reduce Redness, the stick, and the Photo Finish Radiance, and just see what they do. I'm going to start with the Minimize Pores. I think I'm going to use this one on this side, and then this one on this side of my face. Alright, let's see what color. Okay, so that is basically Benefit Professional. Okay, it's definitely scented. So this mattifying primer blurs flaws, reduces the look of pores, and controls oil for up to 8 hours. Oil free, so it won't clog pores, and it helps makeup last. Non-grease. Okay, on this side. Oh fuck, that's a lot. Okay, so that has been applied. Now let's look side by side. That definitely blurred my pores. Almost looks like it's flaking and falling off. Now, I haven't applied any moisturizer to my skin. I rarely moisturize my skin in the morning because, I mean, unless I'm like, you know, not wearing any makeup. But the reason why I don't is because sometimes when you put a water-based moisturizer and then like a silicone-based primer over top, that's when it balls up. But it's balling up without me putting anything on my skin. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but around here, it's just looking a bit weird. Let's move on to the Photo Finish Reduce Redness Primer. This green tone primer reduces redness and minimizes the look of fine lines and pores. It preps skin for makeup, and it's a lightweight color correction. Essentially, the reason why it's green is because on the color wheel, green and red are obviously opposite, so you want to use a green primer to counteract and neutralize the red tone. Now, my skin, I don't really have much redness, but I mean, look, we can just pretend. I should probably also mention as well, I have been wiping my hands off on a makeup wipe, just so that way, like in between, I'm not, you know, doubling up on anywhere. This is fucking green. I'm gonna use about that much actually. I'm gonna pop this on my right side of my forehead. Okay, this has so much more slip to it. It is very silicone-y. Holy shit. It has a lot of slip. Like, it's kind of almost slimy, but okay. You guys definitely saw that went on green, and I feel like it has kind of neutralized a little bit of my skin tone. I feel like I can tell that this side looks a little bit more cooler. I can't tell it looks green or like less red. Like there is definitely still some redness coming through, but it definitely does look a little bit more neutral than this side of my forehead. So, okay. I'm gonna use the Frederic Finnish Iconic Primer Stick now. I've never used this before and I can't wait to use this. It has no color to it, no scent either. Oh wow, that is quite thick. Okay, that is nowhere near as slippery as the green one, like for sure. Definitely blurred my pores. I feel like this side, the minimized pores side, has blurred it a little bit better almost, it looks. That might also just be the color of it, because this does have like a skin tone and this one doesn't. This one is just completely clear, so I guess we'll find out when I put foundation on. Last but not least, we have the Radiance Primer. So let me see. This mega moisturizing primer illuminates, blurs, and evens skin tone. Blurs. Packed with shea butter and hyaluronic acid. We love hyaluronic acid. Gives your skin an instant golden hour glow for normal to dry skin. It has kind of like a pink tone to it. Oh wow, that is quite thick. That definitely gave me some luminosity. Okay, they're done. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. This is one of the only drugstore foundations that doesn't crease on me as quickly as a lot of other ones. So I was gonna go for Pro Glow, but I feel like Pro Glow is a little bit too slimy almost for this. I'm in the shade 220. This is probably gonna be a little bit dark, but that's okay. Okay, so my beauty blender is already damp, but I am gonna spray a little bit of this Smashbox primer water on it. Just see if it does anything. Oh wow, okay, that blended out really fucking easily. I forgot how yellow this foundation is. It does not match me, girl, fuck, okay. I've just applied the foundation on this side of my face, so we have the stick foundation and then the minimized pores primer. Fucking sorry, anyway, okay, you get it. Looking close up, the stick definitely blurred pores a lot more. Let me zoom you in. We are up close and personal, but you can see there is more texture here compared to here. I hope you guys can see this. I'm just letting you know now, I already don't like the more luminous side. I like the more matte side a little bit better, just based on how my skin looks with it on its own. Let's go ahead and pop on some concealer, Tarte Shape Tape, light medium. I haven't been using a ton of concealer lately. I've been kind of paring back a little bit on the amount of foundation and concealer that I use. I just feel like my skin doesn't hold foundation, like heavy foundation like it used to. I think my skin is just fucking over it. This side is already creasing. Oh my god, what the fuck? I literally just applied that. Can you see, when I look up, how that is already creasing? I'm now going to set using the RCMA No Color Powder. This is in a Becca Compact. It looks like a Becca powder, but it's not. And I'm also going to set my smile lines, because this is like my main problem. Honestly, if I could just get rid of my smile lines and large pores, my life would be complete, honestly. Then I'm also going to set my forehead. Always do this with my forehead just because like my forehead lines are out of control. I have gotten Botox once just to like see if it like would help my forehead lines, and it helped so much, but I haven't made an appointment to go back in and get more, so I you know, whatever. And a lot of people are gonna be like, Jacob, what the fuck, you're 21 years old, you don't need Botox. I agree, I know I don't need Botox. It's just that my job is on camera, so I feel like that's the reason why I've gotten Botox previously. It's just to kind of smoothen everything out and make sure that everything looks good like on camera and in photos, because it's my job. For bronzer, I am gonna take this bougie ass bronzer. This is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Omega Bronzer. Kind of pop some on the sides of my nose. I'm not really fussed about a nose contour, like I don't contour my nose all the time. I mean, everything seems to be blending over quite easily. But honestly, this side here where I put the stick primer, that definitely has blurred a lot more than the minimizing pores primer side, this side here. Stilazi Bahamas blush palette. This one here, it looks gorgeous. I'm gonna mix the shades Tropic and Mai Tai. Oh fuck, that's pigmented. I'm just gonna quickly fill in my brows using some Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade number 3. And then I'm taking the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 4. And I just use this on the outer part of the brow. Gorge. I'm gonna take the, fucking get this open, the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. Fuck. Okay, I'm quickly gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face and then I will be right back. Okay guys, so I just finished doing the rest of my makeup off camera. For lips, I used the shade Hudson by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a liquid lipstick and it's kind of gorgeous, like I really like it. So here is what my skin is looking like after all of the makeup. So, okay. I feel like both sides of my forehead, and I don't know, I can kind of talk. I feel like both sides of my forehead are equally as dewy. Like I don't think that one part is more glowy than the other, honestly. The biggest difference is probably my pores on this side compared to this side. Like this side you can see there's more texture, and this side there is barely any, and that is very, very rare for me because I do have quite large pores. Yes. It's not breaking up on my nose at all. And that's the other thing as well. You know how I was saying that this side here was a little bit bally? The foundation went over perfectly. Like that wasn't a challenge at all. Also, if you guys are wondering where the tutorial is for this eye look, it will be up soon, or it would have already up by now, so I will leave that linked in the iCard so you guys can go and check that out after this video. But yeah, so far everything's looking good. After I set down under my eyes, the creasing did go on this side here. Okay guys, so the time is a little bit after 11:30 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this on for as many hours as I can. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing this afternoon or tonight, so I will leave this on for as long as I possibly can, and then I will come back and give you guys a update. So good. Fuck. I think I should just start making beauty videos and become a mukbang channel. What do you guys reckon? Would you watch? So it is now the end of the night. It is currently 8:28 p.m. So that means I've had this makeup on for 9 hours. And honestly, my skin's looking pretty fucking good. I'm definitely oily and my skin looks fucking good. Like, not that crazy at all. My forehead is definitely oily. On camera, it just looks dewy. The creasing as well of the foundation is a lot better on the side where I used the stick primer rather than the minimizing pores primer on the other side. At the end of the day, now that I'm like looking at all of these primers in my hands, I don't know if there's a difference between any of these. At the end of the day, I still look oily, still have some smile lines coming through, nowhere near as bad, but to be honest, I haven't been like talking and like active and talking to people all day, so I guess that would play a part as well. Blush is still on, my foundation is still on. It looks like nothing has moved. I've just gotten a little oily and I've had this on for 9 hours now. Would I recommend the Smashbox primers? 100%. I think if you have large pores, go with the stick stick primer, not the like squeezy tube, just because I found that this filled in pores a lot more and you have more control over like how much you can put on, if that makes sense. But overall, I didn't really notice too much of a difference. Like, my skin looks great, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure that these primers have something to do with that, but I just can't tell, like, oh, this side is less red, this side is more oily, this side has more creasing and texture. I can't notice much. The only thing that I can notice is that my skin looks less textured on the side where I use this. Shut the fuck up. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope that this kind of broke down and debunked some like thoughts and questions that you guys may have regarding Smashbox primers. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell while you are at it. And you know what? While I'm here, click on the next video. Go on. Oh wait, you got 10 more seconds actually to click the next video. And make sure you subscribe here as well. If you don't, I'm judging. I'm such a dickhead.